EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans.
Let's get it. What you doing, Nana? What you doing?
And we are underway from NRG Stadium
What you eating?
in Houston.
Huh? Pie.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
Nobody tell you open pie? Nobody told you to open pie?
Up to the 27-yard line.
We're doing it on a regular day tomorrow. We're going to do it on this regular day, which is tomorrow.
They go play action with Newman. They'll roll him out right. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
Wait,
and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Play action. Newman sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Got him in. It's Brown. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Newman to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Philip Lindsay. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Newman looking to throw it. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Newman. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Larry Fitzgerald hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They see all we gonna do on offense. So we finna put him in the box. That's over. He got lucky with the 1 deep route they gave him the animation.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off play action, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds.
Oh, that ain't what they call that shit.
The scramble there.
Yeah,
It'll be second and
I can't think of what it's called.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and
unnecessary roughness.
But sometimes
my man
you
was
got
all
to
the way out of
modesty and
bounds.
put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Looking downfield for Jones.
That's got to be rough in the pass, so they better not try to pull it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have
offensive pass interference.
So let's see what this
How?
is about.
He ran into his own man. Wow. I ain't never seen him call for. Wow, man.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. Well, this is
we'll just get it back. They tried to cheat us the first time. We'll just get it back.
Julio Jones with another touchdown, number 24.
That was a good throw, Tanny.
And the Titans are an extra
I ain't gonna stunt. That was a good throw. You stepped up in the pocket and put that mug on the money.
Bullet good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them down. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On second down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Titans, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. These two teams all tied after one. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fighting to stay upright.
I tried to hit stick, blow his ass up and miss.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. Now it's Newman. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Box it up sooner or later.
And then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Oh my goodness. Did that just bounce off of me?
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Shedding through the defense.
Don't think because we don't got King Henry, you can't get your ass grounded and pounded.
Some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Henry been teaching him.
They'll go right back to Evans here on 1st down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferguson.
Shall ass up off
in the red zone before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. On second down, it's Evans. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think he got tackled. I think he just tripped.
Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Tannehill now to throw. Forced out to his left. And the grab made by
Why you gotta do all that? You supposed to caught that and made sure you got the first. You had to do all that protecting the ball.
On 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Evans.
Oh, good cut off that body.
Touchdown, Titans.
You don't just think because Henry ain't here we still can't run now.
Have taken the lead. Extra point.
Say my backup go show peasant Lindsay how to do it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young.
I was about to say, why did you just beat that? You supposed to have been picked that. He threw that shit right to you. You just beat it down.
Inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did early.
That's a dot. That's a dot, Tanny. That's a dot, Tanny.
25th touchdown.
Perfect pass.
Most in one season, and the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Don't mistake me having fun with King Henry. You just want to run him down y'all throat to have a talk shit paragraph type season to that. Oh my goodness, they done made the switching in this Madden is terrible. They didn't switch me to somebody that ain't even close and dove and made me miss the fucking tackle.
Keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with, and they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Play action, it's Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Evans. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Told you, don't forget about Evans.
With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now up to 14.
Okay, we're going to kick it back to him. We don't do that kick to the up man bullshit.
Here's Smith to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Newman. He sets to fire deep.
How you drop that?
But it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Newman. Yeah, that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown.
Tannehill threw a motherfucking strike.
And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Takes it at the 7.
Ooh, I gave his ass the business right there.
To the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football.
He's got a man complete.
Julio.
Touchdown. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for
Don't think I can't pass on me. Tannehill damn near got 50 touchdowns on the year. Don't think I can't deliver.
He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
10K for 36. That's it. That's all you got for us, homie?
Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
That's all you got for us, homie?
Right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Play action. Now Newman.
Let that shit go. Just throwing shit up.
Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, he's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans.
Hey, Julio A.J. Brown out here cooking they
ass. This Titan offense is running away with this one.
They is out here cooking.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes.
I missed them.
Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A give running right, Lindsey. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 8. Off the play fake, here's Newman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Larry Fitzgerald with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Tannehill. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tannehill. That's taken in by Ferkser. And it's a Titans touchdown. Anthony Ferkser, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll go again with Lindsey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. On first down, Lindsey, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Newman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. A quick throw here out to Brown. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
On 3rd down, Newman. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Throwing now, Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 70 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey.
Tannehill going to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. From the gun, it's Newman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.